You know, it's crazy that people are so selfish that they will kill animals, a helpless animal, just to make sure that they can eat, knowing that they can eat fruits, vegetables, you know, kale, spinach, all this stuff, and you still get nutrients, you still get fuel, you still get food without having to cause pain and suffering. And the craziest part about it is people behind the camera, like when the camera is not facing them, they claim to be vegan, like they claim to be vegan on camera, but then behind the camera, they're not. That's crazy to me. It's crazy, but anyway, let's continue the video for today.
Yo, Irv. Yo. Wait, that's some good cheese. Yo, Irv, you want some of this right now?
You asking me? Come on, bro.
Yo,
get the knife.
Did you sell the program though? Like, did you tell them about the whole
vegan thing? Of course, bro. Come on. Yo, the vegan community, bro. They'll buy anything I sell, bro.
You're gonna sell that,
bro. Absolutely.
You're gonna sell.
Yo, get the knife so I can. It was good, bro.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Pizza, cheese, and what is it? Pizza sausage.
Dude, that's barbecue chicken pizza.
I'm saying I see like a light behind your camera.
If the oh shoot, it's still on.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go.
What's going on, journalist? Urban Felix Jon with the Fitness Journals, and look, Jon Venus, man. Jon Venus is the penis of the vegan community. You know why? Because he's no lube to the vegan community. That's what he just did. Now, let me explain why. Like, let's imagine two possibilities here, right? The one that he shares in his video, if you didn't watch the video, I'm gonna play it over. Well, me and Bam, we sat down and we went through the video. I'm gonna show you a little snippet of that, and it's gonna make sense. He explains that, you know, he had a son recently, or a child, I don't know, son, daughter, I'm not sure, and he explained that if his child, he doesn't want his child to be vegan, if he doesn't want his child to be vegan, he's not gonna follow that vegan diet. Now, it's been a little while ago, actually, I just recently found out about Jon Venus, but apparently, like, he's a hardcore, he was previously, sorry, a hardcore vegan. Do not address him as such now, or you might end up on his plate, right? So Jon Venus was caught eating eggs. Like, I guess, like, he had eggs in the background of his video, and they're like, wait, I thought this guy was vegan. And, you know, they're like, you got caught. So he was caught, and he had an excuse that he was experimenting. Now, I personally do not believe that he has been vegan all his life, right? Or not all his life, for the time frame that he said he was vegan. But also, what I want to believe is...
You got eggs in the background.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not Jon Venus. Jon, that's what you did, bro. That is a simple mistake, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, Jon. Come on, Jon. Do better. Do better. I know, Jon, that you have not been vegan. Now, I can say that. Why? Because I'm not vegan. I am plant-based. At least I did not pretend to be out there marching with people who love animals and like, hey, guys, screw anyone who thinks bad about anything that's has flesh. Like, if you think that belongs in your plate, screw you. You know, I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of vegans. My mom is vegan, my dad's vegan. It's kind of like, hey, I'm not racist. I have black friends. That's like what racist people say. I am black, in case you didn't know. But look, I think that Jon Venus, this is what happened, right? He knows how cult-like the following of the vegan community is, and he decided, wow, this is an opportunity to make money. Like, I just strongly believe that. And he decided maybe he got too far in. It's like, stop while you're ahead. He's like, I can't stop. Not only am I just ahead, I'm deep in it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. And I feel like he couldn't live the lie anymore. Now, shout out to him for revealing his truth, but it's only because he got caught. Now, John, if you ever see the video, be honest. Like, I understand you made a lot of very valid points in that video, but it really just doesn't make sense that the reasoning that you gave, like about the research and blah 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 and XYZ, like you bring the research, show me. I want to see that research. I definitely will. And vegan gains, shut up.
What's up, guys?
We are live.
We are live right now with the hottest topic of the week or the month.
Of the year.
Shit, man.
Well, there's a lot of hot topics right now. Matter of fact, they might think we're talking about coronavirus. We could be talking about being black.
Yeah.
We could talk about, well, we can't talk about being broad because most people aren't. But if you join our program, you will. But nah, real talk.
Being vegan. Being vegan, man.
Or pretending to be vegan.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Like Jon Venus. That guy's acting like a
Jon Penis.
Yeah, man. Look, man.
He
look.
literally effed
himself.
Himself
and the vegan community.
You know. And that's what happened, man. We're gonna talk about this. So I watched we watched this video, and personally I feel like there was nothing wrong with most of it. And if he was just like, hey, I just want to start eating meat now.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, unless you're vegan and
yeah.
And he was a coach, right? He was coaching people.
Yeah, he was coaching people, and
then there would be something wrong with that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're doing what you're doing, your lifestyle, whatever, it is up to you. It's literally up to you. But in the video, he got caught, right? It was the fact that, well, not that video, but the video.
Fact,
I'm gonna pull it up.
You're gonna pull it up. But my whole thing is people use the word vegan, for marketing strategies, to make more money, to just give themselves an image, and that's why if you watch my videos, I say what I eat in a day: plant-based diet. And I'll keep it a buck. I've had a lot of emails from vegan companies that want to sponsor some supplements and all that, and I did not go with that because that's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm about. It's not about marketing. It's preaching what I really do.
I've never started an online business before.
So it's
Well, essentially, in case you haven't seen the video, I'm just gonna put it up here. Let me see. I'm gonna show y'all here. Hold on. Where's the light?
Maybe you should do it this way.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was trying to show them the title. Well, this is what it looks like. This is Jon Venus, who is this is my first time actually learning about him today. But he's a vegan YouTuber, and he apparently thought it would be a good idea to try out eating eggs.
Yeah, try out eating eggs, and while still claiming he's a vegan, right? He's
claiming, he's not telling people that, hey, I'm gonna try out eggs. He got caught doing it.
Yeah.
He had the camera, and I guess he saw it in the background.
Yeah, he had eggs in the background, and then after a few months later, after he got caught, he basically
said he was trying something.
He said, I was trying an experiment, I've been feeling some type of way, emotionally sick or something. He felt a little bit different. So he said, you know what, let me try out some eggs and see if I'll feel better. And then he tried out the eggs and he didn't feel any different. So he was like, you know what, I was at an emotional state. It was bad and blah blah. Listen,
I'm not buying it.
Listen, when you're a vegan, this is the difference between me and a vegan, right? When you're a vegan, right, you don't care about your health. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. It's not about health. It's about the ethical reason. It's like saying, okay, if a doctor told you, man, if you eat this human, you will be 10 times stronger, 10 times faster, right?
But you're not gonna kill someone and eat them, right?
Exactly. It's what are your beliefs?
But hold on, would you do that?
What?
Would you kill someone and eat them if you knew that you would be 10 times stronger if you killed them?
Yo, would I be bigger than y'all?
Yeah, if a doctor told you you'll be bigger than us in 2 days, right? If you just eat a human being.
But you have to.
Can I think about it?
Well, yeah.
You gotta think about it.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
That's the same reason why a vegan is a vegan. He wouldn't do it on camera. No, but that's the point. It's like the vegan is I mean, hear me out. When I say the mindset of a vegan person in comparison to a plant-based, it's like, hey, I'm eating plant-based for the benefits that the food provides to me.
Exactly.
Vegan is more so like, hey, I don't believe in killing a live thing and using it for my benefit, as far as like my benefit, how it tastes and how, you know, it makes me feel and blah, blah, blah. And there's nothing wrong with you. If you want to be vegan, that's completely up to you. If you don't want to be vegan, completely up to you. But if you're lying and misleading people and like, hey, buy my program, hey, let me coach you, hey, blah, 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 and then you get caught, and the only reason you admit that you're not vegan anymore, you were trying something out, is because you got caught. Come on now. That's just, I mean, unethical in the sense of like from a business perspective.
Yeah. So, you know, like when he's getting all these bashes, people are bashing on him, there's nothing to feel sorry about, bruh. Because it's like, yo, you built the whole community based on something that you felt, which you felt like you strongly believed, which I still don't believe he strongly believed that, you know, he cared about animals. Like, he just wanted to do it. And even now, it's more, now I'm even questioning it if he
was ever vegan.
Yeah, if he was even doing it for health purposes. Like, if he was even
just for the money.
Yeah. It's like, you know, when you lie about things, it's more about like, now you get questioned.
And don't get me wrong, like in the video, I recommend that y'all watch the video. It's called I Am No Longer Vegan, Life Update. Look, he was making some very critical and I think sensible, objective points. But all his credibility at that point has gone out the window, because if he did not get caught eating eggs like and then admitted to it months later, I feel like he wouldn't. He was getting paid. If you think about it, if you're a person who for example, you try it out. You're like, hey, people look up to me. I'm an influencer. They're buying into what I'm selling because I say I live a specific lifestyle or I'm doing something in particular. And you realize, wow, I'm making money off of this. I didn't really think it would get to this point. It's hard for you to come clean on something that is making you so much money, getting you so much recognition, and you're like so far in. It's like when they say stop while you're ahead.
Yeah.
Like drug dealers, they're like, oh man, I never thought I would get caught. And it's like just enough is never enough until you get caught. And only after you get caught, you decide, you know what? Hey guys, I'm going to tell the truth. And it's like, you're not telling the truth because you want to. You're telling it because you got caught. And if you didn't get caught, you would keep doing it.
You would keep doing it, man.
So,
and it's like,
he was making good points. He was definitely making good points, but it's irrelevant now because
it's like if he was promoting plant-based, right? Like he was promoting like how I'm doing, and he's like, okay, you know what, guys, I'm gonna decide not to eat. But even then, it's still like, if you're promoting a certain diet, you should strongly believe in that diet. There's no ifs or buts. And if it worked for plenty of clients, you know, I don't think you should, like, you can just be, I'm gonna start eating meat now. It doesn't make sense to me. Somebody asked the question though, Bam and Irv, what do you think about athlete nights using fake plates? Videos coming soon. We're gonna talk about that.
Video coming soon.
Let me see, man. There is the possibility he's changed his mindset. Okay,
that's not a lie. We're not discounting that. I feel like, here's what I truly believe. Based on the explanation that he's provided, I honestly feel like, I could be wrong. There's just my opinion. I feel like he has not been vegan for a very long time.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's been so caught up in, you know, the media, like in being an influencer and all that stuff, and the fact that only when he got caught he addressed it, and the contradictions that he makes in his explanation, it's not wrong to change your mindset. That is completely up to you. The whole thing is the only reason it seems like he admitted that he changed his mindset, which I don't believe he changed it. I believe he's had that mindset for a long time. Behind the scenes, he's been doing all types of, you know, stuff that are not consistent with what he's been teaching. And that's the only reason why hey, I'm going to come clean with y'all. I'm not vegan any longer. You think the day he made that video, he decided he's not going to be vegan? I don't think so. I could be wrong, though. That's just my opinion. Yeah. But it's so contradictory with what he's been saying that it's hard to believe otherwise. It is.
Yeah. And somebody asked, what is the main difference between being vegan and vegetarian?
Well,
So vegan is like basically you don't eat
any animal products.
Any animal product, anything
No
made from
eggs,
it. Yep.
no anything that has animal derivative
Yep.
in it.
Like no eggs, no milk. That's basically it. Like, you know, like nothing. So
No fish.
yeah, vegetarian
Like, yeah.
and vegans, they don't eat animals. Period. They don't eat meat. Period. Like they don't eat.
Well,
fish.
vegetarians, like, they'll eat like egg or something.
Yeah,
They'll-
that's not a meat though. You know.
Yeah,
Egg
yeah,
is
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's
It's an
derived
animal.
from-
It is an animal derivative.
Yeah, exactly. So vegetarian, you could still eat something that
But you're
came
not
from
eating
a meat, like
chicken.
honey and eggs and milk, but you're not eating the animal itself.
Yeah.
So
nothing
plant-
that has to do with animal as a vegan are you eating.
And now plant-based diet is different from both. So plant-based diet, basically, like plant-based diet is like limiting the amount of
Animal
basically
products.
Animal product you eat. So like, let's say like, okay, you eat strictly plants, strictly vegan, right? Basically, you eat like a vegan for like 6 days, and the 7th day you eat a meat. That's still considered a plant-based diet. Like you're literally limiting the amount of meat.
And even the day that you do eat the meat or whatever, the majority of your plate is looking like plant based.
Exactly. So it's like you just eat meat to cheat, whatever the hell it is, but you're on a plant-based diet. So it's not eating a strict plant like
I'm
eating
on a meat based diet.
Yeah, meat like eating meat 6 days a week, then eating plants once.
Yeah, no.
Alright, you just get it. Like, so I'm on a meat-based diet. Yo,
Hey, to each your own, man.
To each
Look.
your own, guys.
Right, Mike?
What?
Yeah.
But yeah, guys. So like,
No.
just knowing the difference and basically not fooling people. You know,
How young are you?
man. I'm 19 years old.
I remember when I was
I'm 17.
17.
Actually.
Oh,
Plus
what a
10.
coincidence. Me too.
You gotta watch Mike. Yeah, man. You gotta watch out for those.
Watch
meat
Mike. He moving covertly.
He's still thinking about it.
I'll tell you my answer by the end of the video.
Okay, facts.
He
He's
might
still
end up
thinking.
eating us, man. He might end up eating us.
Hey, yo.
But yeah, guys, like, oh, I don't know. That just says a YouTube play. But yeah, guys. So basically, just wanted you guys to know the difference and just don't get fooled out there. You know, like this is like one of it. Basically, people get on a people call themselves or they give themselves a certain image.
Marketing, that's what it is, man.
For marketing purposes, you know, and that's not what I do at all. Like,
Keeping it real.
Yeah, like even the programs ourselves, like either you eat meat or you eat you strictly eat plant-based or whatever, pescatarian. You can always join our program. We don't judge.
We don't discriminate.
We
No
don't
discriminate. It's like we try and give you best practices and like,
Yeah.
hey, this is what we recommend that you eat, and you know it's scientifically backed. So we're not gonna provide you with information that is not scientifically backed, and you should
Yeah.
always talk to a qualified professional who can give you like direct insight. You could go and get lab tests and all that stuff and blah blah blah. But just generally speaking, that's the type of information we provide. It's like if you're not eating any types of greens and fruits and, you know, veggies, it's been proven. Even if it hasn't been proven, if you were to do it yourself, you would see the difference unless you have some sort of allergic reaction to a specific fruit or veggie or something like that. But anything short of that, if you just don't like it because you don't like the taste, no, that's not, that doesn't qualify you to say, okay, I can't eat that stuff just because you don't like the taste.
So, and remember, guys, it's a diet, and people.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it is a lifestyle too. But people be like, "Yo, it's a lifestyle, not a diet."
Oh, you talking about being
vegan? And
yeah.
What if the diet is a lifestyle? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's why people don't think of it like that. Oh, it's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. No. What if the diet is actually a lifestyle? So it's like
facts.
A diet is a lifestyle. You know, whatever type of diet, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
So you don't participate in 4th of July?
Not really, not me personally. I mean, I go out to, you know, and hang out with the did you go to the Barbarians?
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah, like, you know, we link up, we do muscle ups and get looked at.
But you shouldn't eat stuff you don't like to be consistent with your diet.
You learn to like it when you see what it does to
Yeah.
your body. Trust me, you'll learn to like it. There's a lot of stuff I ain't like before, and then when I realized, yo, this is actual, like, this is steroids. When you realize, like, the plant-based foods that provide so much energy and nutrients to your body are literally homegrown steroids, you'll learn to love it. Trust me.
And somebody asked, do you eat eggs? We actually don't.
Yeah,
If we did, we would have it in the background.
in the background.
Like we did.
In the background. But if you do see it in the background, it's not mine.
They gonna blame everything on me.
Mike,
Hey,
there
man.
we go.
This is steroids.
This is avocado is steroids.
Yep.
There we
Avocado
go.
is the OG. Yep.
Facts.
Avocado is the OG steroids. How do I get your meal plans? Guys,
No weight machines.
shoot us the DM, no weight machines, and we got you. And listen, you don't have to be vegan.
You don't have to be.
You don't have to be
You
plant-based.
can eat your chicken.
You don't have to be
You
vegetarian.
can eat your eggs.
Yep. You can eat all of that. And that's what I'm saying. You can't be a vegan selling non-vegan programs. It's like saying, hey man, it's okay for you to eat a human being while trying out my workout and diet plan. You know, eating human beings will get you there even faster.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
No.
That's why I say can't be vegan, bro. He was never vegan.
Yep.
He was never vegan, and he used the opportunity, which is smart. But he
it's messed up. Yeah.
He messed up. You know, he messed up hard. French part, what? Oh, she gut. Hey, yo.
What?
Vegan 7 years. Yo, salute to Ken Wolf for being a vegan for 7 years.
My man.
My man forced me to eat veggies. She's African, so I have to listen.
Facts.
Hey man, that's good, bro. I know how African parents are, man.
Facts.
How much will it take you to eat chicken?
How much? Like money?
money would it take for me to eat chicken?
I mean, depending on how much the pizza with chicken on top costs. Right, Mike?
How much money would it take for me to eat chicken? Oh shit.
You do it for free.
Word.
He'll pay you.
Pay you, man. I actually hit a Chinese store every day.
You guys ever get elbow pain doing diamond push-up? I'm just starting out with.
Yeah, I did a video on that.
Yeah, check it out.
And we're gonna do another live. We're gonna do a live one.
We're gonna do another live video after this, or workout live video on his channel. So guys, stay tuned for that.
But we're gonna do a live, not on the elbow today, but we'll do that. We're gonna put that on the thing.
Yep. But yeah, guys. Matter of fact, let's watch the video right now.
Word.
And we'll just speak.
Matter of fact, let me get the speaker, so we'll be.
Yep. So as we watch the video, we're gonna speak on every single thing he said. You know, just to be. To be on top of everything.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna put it here so y'all can hear. The name of the video is I Am No Longer Vegan.
I'm not here to judge you for doing whatever you feel is right for you, your family, and your community. I'm not here to tell you what is objectively right or what is wrong. And I'm not here to listen to your arguments and to your opinions either. I am just here to tell you guys my experiences, my shift in perspective, my new life choice. The best way to start this is talking about when this whole question mark started coming into my life. I think this is a good way to start. So 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, I became a dad, a father. And when I'm not going to speak for every parent out there, but for me especially, when I became a dad, and even before when we were pregnant, a lot of, responsibility came into my life. A lot of, difficult questions that I had to, answer, different kind of philosophical ideas that I had to think through. And I think we can all agree, or people who have looked into the scientific literature, we can agree that nutrition itself is a very confusing and not really understood topic. And it is, understood.
Okay.
Now, while he's correct about that, and it is complex to the average person,
yes,
I am almost 100% positive because how many subscribers does he have?
He has 300. Believe before he made this video,
400,000,
almost 400,000 subscribers.
And how long has he been making videos?
For years.
So
he's also sold plant-based, vegan diet programs, strictly vegan programs.
And so, like, while that is incredibly true, what he just said, that it is a very complex subject to understand and discuss, I find it very hard to believe, if that's what your main focus was for so many years, that you would not understand almost the excuses that he makes, almost basic excuses for not being a vegan anymore. Yeah. Which, once again, just confirms the fact that I find it hard to believe that he has been vegan completely for as long as he said he's been vegan.
Yeah. And like I said, like that should never be your main thing. Yeah, you know, when you're talking about nutrition, that's one part of it. That's vegan, a part of it.
Exactly.
Being a vegan has nothing to do with nutrition. It's a part of it. But
it is a part of it. It's like the nutrition. Animal cruelty, and that stuff is like pro-life for everything.
So,
I don't
agree, but there are very many question marks. So you take a study and you use that study to come to a conclusion, but then another person with a whole another opinion will take that same exact study and come to the opposite conclusion to someone else. A lot of times when you're vegan, especially for me, you are in this bubble. You are in the mindset of, we are doing something that is ethical. We're doing this because it feels right in every single way. Mm-hmm. And this is my perspective, and because this is my perspective, we're only going to listen to other people with the same perspective that have the same mission to eliminate animal suffering, to live a plant-based lifestyle, a vegan diet, and so on. So
he has a good point right there. I agree with him totally right there. What do you think?
Yeah, honestly,
I agree with him right there.
Yeah, to be completely honest, like, even think about it from a perspective of someone who will never go vegan. They're like, I'm only listening to, you might bring me all the facts and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Someone who's like, I am never going vegan because I can't do without eating blah, blah, blah. I know all the health benefits, but you can't tell me anything. Mm-hmm. It's like the same thing. If someone is absolutely not open to hearing, like, they're like, hey, this lifestyle had worked for me, I'm not interested in hearing anything else about anything else, then you can be confined to like just what people within that circle who have the same beliefs
it's the same thing with a carnivore diet, like people that do strictly carnivore,
any diet, really.
Whatever. And it's just like, okay, even somebody on a keto diet, it's like, okay, he's healthy, he's in good shape, right? There's thousands of people that get on a keto diet, they're healthy, in good shape, and it's like telling them, you know what, if you did a plant-based diet, you would be more healthy and in good shape. But I'm like, yo, bro, look at how I look right now.
And they don't even care to try it because they're like, because this way is working.
It's working.
I'm going to keep doing it. And just because one way, I always say is one way works doesn't mean there's a better way. But some people are like, nah, I'm not interested in trying that. It doesn't make any sense to do something different if I already know that this has been working.
He did have a point about, like, I'm not going to lie. If you go and research something, right? We were talking about this earlier. If you go on Google right now, like, you type it in, is vegan diet the most healthiest diet? Or
healthiest diet,
You'll find everything that supports that. That supports that. Now, if you look up
why the vegan diet isn't healthy.
Why is vegan diet not healthy?
You're gonna find all the studies that support that.
Exactly.
Whatever you want to support your study, if you have an unbiased mindset, then perfect. Whatever you find the information, whether it helps your cause or doesn't help your cause, you're gonna accept it. But if you really are just in denial and be like, no, this says something bad about being a vegan, get that out of my face. I never want to see anything like that again. Don't ever talk bad about being vegan.
Exactly.
Even if it's absolute facts and true. And this go for anything, not just being a vegan, but that's what we're talking about right now, which there are studies that like are contrary to saying that the benefits of the vegan diet are undisputed by every bit of science. No, there are some things that you have to weigh and you have to consider.
Yeah.
But people who are so stuck in their ways, they don't even want to hear that.
Yeah.
And I get what he's saying there.
And that's why I said he's not a vegan, because like researching about it being healthy for
about
you
the
or
nutrition
not,
is that's irrelevant.
That's irrelevant, bro. You know. Oh, it's loading. It's loading.
You have to only look for answers and research that comes from people that you know is going to support your bias.
Exactly.
Anything outside of pro-vegan becomes the opposite, right? So there is no neutral point of view that you can get to with this mindset. It's either vegan, pro-vegan, or it's anti-vegan and pro-meat eating and pro-murder and death and these things. And this is the mindset that is, you know, I was in that mindset myself, so I know that is the dominant mindset for a lot of people. And I understand it. It's really, really challenging to be objective and try to disprove certain things and challenge your own beliefs constantly. And even if I thought I did that for a long time, I really didn't go as far as I should and as far as I needed to get the full picture. And now, being a father, that is exactly what I feel the duty to do. And unfortunately, as we know, and as I've talked to you guys about in podcasts and different things, I have never claimed that the science, proves that a vegan diet, 100% vegan diet, is the best for optimal health. But I truly believed it for the last 4 years. I think the last year I've been questioning a lot of things. But for the vast majority of the time that I was vegan, I really actually believed that it was optimal for human health, because that is what we're being sold. Big organizations like the American Dietetics Association.
Okay, I want to talk about the fact that he said he all these years he didn't prove. He said he believed it, but he didn't prove it. What is proven? What does proven means? The word proof. Proof is like
you provide evidence.
You provide evidence, right?
Facts.
So
tried and true.
Yep. And that's how you provide evidence. You see it. It's like me. It's like, yo, you see how I look, right? I have not ate meat for about 2 years, and it's like, okay, cool. That's proven. That's proof. Like, okay, you can build muscle on a plant-based diet. So it's the same thing. He has clients that he put on a plant-based diet, strict vegan clients, not plant-based clients, vegan. Or maybe vegan, he had some plant,
but it sounded like vegan because
majority
the response looked very rough to what he's saying.
Exactly. That alone is proof. That's proof. So, like I said, like I'm going back. It sounds like he was just using this stuff for marketing purposes,
which I strongly believe is based on what he's saying. It's hard to believe otherwise.
All that mixed together makes it extremely easy to just believe 100% that you are doing the right thing. And I'm not saying that it's a wrong thing, but it makes it easy not to question it and look at the opposite or another different point of view. After looking into the Dietetics Association, corporate ties, all these, different corruptions that are going on, and looking at the science for children, especially because this is the reason why I started questioning everything. There is extremely little science, and I am not convinced at all by the science that is used to support those claims. And I strongly believe that we cannot say for certain that one thing, something like the vegan diet, 100% vegan diet, is going to be optimal for kids. It may be optimal. I'm not saying that it's not. And we look up to so many vegan parents that are doing an amazing job raising vegan kids, and we respect them so much. We're all trying to come from a place of compassion and love and trying to make the world a better place. So I'm not saying, that this is a horrible and that I know that it's a dangerous thing. All I'm saying is that if I'm trying to be as objective as possible, this is not something that I, as a parent, as a father, am comfortable with doing. I'm not comfortable of dismissing, hundreds of thousands of years or even millions of years of a certain, eating pattern, and instead do something that requires supplementation to make possible, like B12, because again, I used to think that you could get B12 from the soil and water, and that there is no scientific evidence for that to be true. And it doesn't make sense for me to go with a new method, which I could call an experiment. I have had some question marks because of personal experiences, because of my real life observations, and you know, nutrient deficiencies in people that are very, very close to me. And I don't want to give any personal information, so I'm not going to talk in detail about any of that.
Come
and
on
I just
now.
don't want to be responsible or even seem like I am saying that this is the better way. I don't feel comfortable with my kid being vegan. I cannot continue that lifestyle myself. Granted, I'll still, you know, do everything in my power to do what I feel is best with my moral compass for the environment, the planet, the animals, and all of that stuff.
Bro, no,
Yo, this is laughable at this part.
Nah, bro, you see, bro, this is. You could call Mike's phone.
Yeah. This is laughable.
But come on, man. Look, I understand the part where he's saying, like, you know, it's not fair to feed his son, you know, a certain way when, you know, basically thousands of years, you know,
It's been a way of life.
Yeah, and also like he grew up a vegan, but I kind of grew up eating meat, and then so I get that part. If he's like, okay, you know what, maybe I'll feed my son some meat, and then when he gets to a certain age, he can get on a plant-based diet. Well, whatever he's going through his mind.
I think he's just trying to justify. He got caught. He made excuses, and that's that. I feel like if you were really like, yo, I am vegan. You're gonna find every way possible to make sure your kids don't eat meat.
Exactly.
I didn't eat any meat until I was 15. Like I did from a baby from birth until 15. I mean, something might be wrong with me. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still young, so I'm trying to figure out. I'm 17. So the bottom line is, if he was really, I feel like he got caught. He's like, damn. I need to save face. I need to make up an alternative story to make it seem like, hey guys, look, I was experimenting. I wanted to make sure that, you know, it was really the right thing to do, even though I've been doing it for a while. No, bro. You're like Burger King. Burger King decided, which Burger King is better than what he's doing, because at least Burger King isn't hiding the fact that they are not a vegan company. But what are they doing? Now they're catering to vegans. You know why? Because there's money in it. Now, I'm not saying that this guy is strictly about money, but it's becoming...
Yeah,
the fact that he added all that stuff in there about like, I'm gonna continue to coach people who are vegan, and you know he has such a massive following of people. Be honest, man, and that's what we'll get into with Athlete X too.
Yeah,
like
Athlete X. You know, just being honest, and you know, that I even saw like these carnivore dudes, freaking Gotist and other carnivore dudes. They made a video about him in the past, like talking about how he might be on steroids and stuff like that. And
now he opened the floodgates for that to be a possibility. Yeah. Because if you get caught lying about one thing, what's there to be that it's impossible that you went further and did all these other things they're accusing you of?
Yeah. What about Athlete Next? Yo, we'll talk about that too, man. We'll talk about Athlete Next. We'll probably talk about that tomorrow. Yeah, man. Maybe.
He's still a boss though. Yeah. It's just like. I've learned so much from his videos and everything, but we'll say that for another video. Yeah. But it's just, this comes down to be honesty is the best policy.
Yep.
Like if he was honestly like, hey guys, I know I've been on this vegan thing. I bought some eggs. Maybe I didn't understand the definition of what it was before when I got on it. Be honest, like, hey, I thought veganism was about blah blah blah, but I decided that, you know, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Probably gonna lose a lot of clients and. It's just the right thing to do.
Just the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do.
And he's gonna have the video edited in his channel, so check it out soon.
Yeah.
And he's gonna pull up a lot of pictures of
with the facts and
him being around animals, like pictures on his Instagram, being around animals, like, oh, don't kill animals. I've eaten. He was doing
an advocate, like a hardcore advocate for the vegan movement.
Yeah, the vegan movement. So it's like, you know, you can't do that, and then, you know, you probably was eating eggs on the low or fish on the low.
It's like Al Sharpton. You know, he's a very big advocate in the black community and whatnot. Imagine him secretly being like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna spend my time with the KKK. I mean, I don't think they will let him, but imagine that. I know it's extreme, but think about it. It really is that extreme when it comes to being a vegan.
Yeah.
Because Like they don't play that. You know what I mean?
They
It's
care
like
about, and that's why
I feel like he was confused.
I say this plenty of times. Some people are like, you're vegan with muscle. I'm like, yo, I'm not vegan. I'm plant-based. And I haven't ate, probably Jon Venus ate more meat than I did for sure. And I'm telling you, it's not, because I know what I'm in it for. Like, I didn't come in it to be like, oh man, I can't believe we're freaking eating animals like this. Animals are being mistreated. That is not what I'm in it for. I'm in it for the health. That's what I've always been about. Like, yo, what can I eat to make me more healthy, more stronger, to live long, longevity, all that. That's what I'm in it for. I'm not fronting on anybody. It's not what I'm about. I'm keeping it a buck. You know,
yeah,
like
that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
You never see me do a video about animal cruelty. You know, he did videos like that.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying like it is game over for him. I feel like he's trying to save face, and it's unfortunate that you have to get to that point where people call you out like in your own videos, like, hey, like, of course, if he had a change of mind, it is what it is. But to that extent, I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, man.
I feel like he saw an opportunity to capitalize on the vegan, the cult-like following, really, of the vegans, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna take it for a ride, and he ended up getting him so far into it, and now he couldn't maintain that anymore.
Seen some interesting questions. Okay. Yo, it's good you made it clear. Yep, I'm making it clear. I feel
like he says that a lot, though.
Yeah. I do say that a lot, but I don't know why people.
No, not eating meat now.
I'm not eating meat now. I'm not eating meat.
Just making the point that being vegan is literally the main focus behind it. The diet is only an aspect of being a vegan.
Exactly.
It's pro-life for every creature, everything.
Every
creature. Explanation, and same thing for me. Explanation for me. I'm not an animal advocate. I love animals, but it's not like that's not the reason why deciding not to eat meat. Chicken tastes delicious. Not denying that either. Ain't nobody saying it don't taste good.
Yo, watching
Facts.
you has inspired me to eat less meat, and I feel better and less
lethargic.
Yep.
You got energy.
Yep. And that was my purpose. That's my purpose, and I'm glad you point that out. Eating less meat. That's my purpose, for you to eat less meat. If you also wanna like cancel meat, that's even. See,
no, they are not. We're not vegan.
Well, I don't know what the hell this. Our teeth are made to.
That's read that comment under the other video.
But yeah, guys, like, literally, that's what it is, man. You know, it's no fake. It's nothing. You know, it's not about marketing. It's just like showing people
what's real,
and showing people the experience. That I feel like that's what people need to get on YouTube for.
It's the experience, man.
Like, yo, show people your experience.
Be honest. Like, don't pretend about something that is not.
Yeah.
Otherwise, when people try it, which is why people accuse us of steroids all the time. Like, look, join our program, and this is a fact, because the people who are in there and they see the results, they look like you could say they're on steroids, and it's a fact. The training that we do is not like just normal training. It's training that is equivalent to the results that we have.
Yep. And like I said before, we have people in our program that are not just vegan, they eat meat too, or whatever. And that's what I'm saying. I can't be a vegan and have people in my program eating meat.
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense.
It would be a contradiction of what your beliefs are. Like, if you believe in God and then you're like, hey, I want to hang out at the Satan church, it's contradictory. Like, you're not going to hang out with people and collaborate and do these things with people that you don't align with what you're. I would assume. I mean, I can only speak for me, and I'm pretty sure that's the same way. It's like, you're not going to do that.